think I should probably start.
Yeah, probably.
I think you should start recording the
I probably
Mount-
should.
Mount
This-
Everest.
This is the beginning portion of it. So Mouse is what's your shirt say today?
Jacob's gay. Says right there on the bottom.
I can't make a joke about the queen. She's dead.
That's the joke by itself. Is she though?
No, she won the gulag. she,
Of course, this lasts up to 10 minutes, so.
Okay.
My feather fall lasts for 1 minute, so
I'm stealing some that's it.
I figured that I probably wouldn't be able to make it all the way.
I'm trying to see how to save this. I used to know how to do this. It's been a minute.
Oh shit on your throat. Should be right there. It's top or bottom. It should say save. I'm not sure.
What do you
You gotta make sure I
encounter
Pick
builder?
on
Any
anyone
of
else.
us?
Any of the people? Any of us? Are you a loner, Kevin? See, I've
From
got
a
you guys.
true-
over here.
What's that?
Figured out-
Are you a loner? Do you know anybody?
Yeah,
I don't know.
right now it's just me and Robbie that
I would say I'd probably know her just because she's probably on the effect.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe like one of those holy type things where we're.
I'd say you'd probably be like sticking with those two. Since you're
I just kind of
I don't know
following
what,
everybody
I don't
else.
know what that thing is. What is that thing? What are you?
Oh, I found it.
I don't know.
Okay. You're none.
Oh,
I don't know.
basically,
I
you
actually
don't
robot.
have to carry her. Because at third level, I can cast it on her, me and her.
Okay, so you both are flying?
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. So she identifies the thugs. What were you doing? You jumped down towards the thugs in the ship?
if you didn't have to carry her and
Or-
cast it over you and her, I'd probably just hold on to your foot while feather fall.
How
But
far away is
it's
the
a-
redhead, you bastard?
Using
He's about 60 feet away.
Or higher, you can target.
He's
Oh, never
in the
mind.
center, and the other
I do
center
have to
kind
carry.
of surrounded him. He's
Okay.
giving them.
So then
Because
yeah,
I can
would-
only cast a third level
I would
spell right now.
cast his feather fall, and then
He
when
seems
it
to be
got
the
height, I would-
leader at least of that.
Like you want him
I
to
misread
go
it.
to-
That's up to you.
Fourth level or higher.
Is that like
I can't cast. I think fourth
You
level
want to
until
talk to
next.
him?
No, I was going to guide him
Till sixth level, I
You
think.
can.
like third level.
Third. Okay.
Yeah, I misread it. It's fourth level or higher.
Fourth
And,
level.
yeah, I think it's level 6.
Okay, so you
Fourth
don't
level.
have it yet then.
I mean, I can carry
Good to-
her, but
Okay.
I can't do it on 2 people. Just
Okay,
on
so you're
myself.
carrying her. If you're carrying her, you wouldn't be able to hold on to him. That much weight would bring him down.
The feather fall?
Yeah, because featherfall only stops your.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
you're
was
right.
just going up with me initially, and
Okay.
then
And
you
then
go,
I go.
and then the feather fall to glide.
The way to do that would be waiting for him to get up, or up a little bit higher. Then you could jump to grab one and like push off of him. But if you hold on to him as he's going up, he won't. It'll
He's not
kind of
going
slow him
anywhere.
down because he's already holding someone else.
I'll jump up and
You'll do it
push
that way.
myself off of him.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit of a monk.
Right.
It works.
Like,
So as you're flying through the air, you and Captain Elena have discussed who that is, and you're casting Sacred Flame on
sacred flame.
the. Okay, that is a.
It's not sacred flame.
It's not Sacred Flame.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding Bolt. Okay. And
Ray of sickness is just on one person. Afflict wounds is just on one person.
Guiding Bolt is a save, isn't it?
It's no, it's a straight out roll.
Oh, okay.
Let's just do afflict wounds instead.
Inflict wounds.
Yeah.
Don't you have to touch him to do that?
Yeah, that's not mine.
I mean, you can run up there and touch
if
him
you have
you
a
want.
familiar,
I'm gonna.
if you have familiar, you can cast inflict wounds through your familiar.
I'm gonna cast sleep to try and knock out the cluster within the third cluster to the.
They are. They're kind of in a circle around him,
Let the cluster
or a half
things-
circle.
Let the cluster things go before.
You want him to go first,
Yeah,
then?
yeah, I'm
So,
looking.
You look and you kind of see like a radiant flashing. I don't even know your character's name.
Mine?
Are you Harrison?
I'm trying to knock them out.
on.
In Harrison's eyes, as he's kind of
They
like
hurt him.
observing the situation, and then
That doesn't work. Can I use that?
On one of them, they attack.
Haywood.
You have
We're
to
not
make
saying
that-
his last name,
It only does
but Haywood,
Hey,
he might. Is casting sleep. Isn't sleep a con save?
No, no save, no nothing.
No.
Nope, I rolled so many
roll-
dice.
he
And it
rolls
affects that many hit
quote
points.
unquote damage,
Yeah.
and if it kills them, it puts them to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it's gonna affect so many,
7,
however many hit points it affects. That many people will go to sleep.
22.
They are
So
humans.
kind of
22,
Like,
26, 27,
Atlantis Artel is a
27,
human
33.
as well with red hair.
33. So it affects 33 hit points.
That's not enough to put any of them to sleep.
None of them sleep. Damn.
No.
Tough humans.
And as you cast that, I will let you do your turn, but before any other turns, I'll have us roll for initiative. Well, I'll let Jacob go, then we'll roll for initiative.
Alright, yeah, so I
Hold on.
when I jump up off
There
of
it is.
him,
What?
well, right. Which one looks like the
I can't see what it is.
The one in the center.
The
Are
guy
you
with the
trying
rope.
to shoot him while you're falling through the air?
I'm glad one was
Make it save.
The only one
If
that
they fail,
might have a
they
chance
to roll
would have been me, but I'm holding
one of
somebody,
these.
so I can't even do it.
And my whole thing is, you got the captain. I needed to be a distraction,
Right.
so they're shooting at me, not you. GG.
GG. Thanks for the lurk.
lurk me.
They don't have a lot of AC, so you probably still hit them with disadvantage.
Not with a natural one.
Oh, no. And as you try to take that shot, your gun jams on you as well as you're falling down.
Two more turns.
Yep. Oh wait, it's 2 turns.
One turn to unjam it, one turn to
turn to
load it.
reload it.
Okay. Well, at that moment,
You
malfunction.
might take his other guy with him.
I start putting it away. Reaching for my pistol while I'm falling.
Yeah, that's the only thing about a loading property.
Okay,
It takes one whole turn to reload it.
at this point, we'll go ahead and roll for initiative.
That would have been sick though if it worked.
Yeah.
It would have been. Or, I'm sorry, yours. You guys can roll your initiative, but Chris will get his as
Did
well.
you get a turn for all that yet?
That makes sense. I got
That's,
She's got something for you too, CJ.
13 to hit. That hits.
You know what I should have done?
Huh.
Ice knife.
yeah.
But
You got a lot of civilians there.
well, the group of thugs are in a circle, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
see, that would have been better
So
for
there's no
you.
civilians within a 5
The
foot
cat hit
radius.
first and then his.
Not of the boss, no.
Okay. So that,
Within the other thugs, yeah, it's like a half circle, but they basically shut off the commoners on the dock from going further down.
So I could have did the ice knife and then just.
How much damage did that do to him?
That's what I'm going to do the next one.
That hurt. He's hurt. He's kind of looking around trying to see what happened just now.
She's got room for you too. She hadn't been turned yet.
And whenever you are ready, is your name Mouse on here or?
Poopy pants.
We'll get Danny.
Yeah.
Danny.
Who can get poop?
I'm sorry,
Poopy pants.
Danny.
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 Denny.
Did your sleep do damage if it didn't
No.
take one out?
Does nothing.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, all it does is if it brings them
It
down
just-
to zero, they go to sleep.
And
It
it doesn't
doesn't
even
do
take away
damage.
hit points. It doesn't even take away hit points. It just
It's just got to get them down to zero to get them to go
yeah,
to sleep.
like I rolled like 37.
Yeah.
If you had like 6 characters there, and
Say you
like
have
12 hit
6
points
goblins. Say you have 6 goblins and you get 36 hit points. You can knock out all goblins.
Okay.
each. Yeah, it's
Basically, whatever you roll is divided between characters
Mhm.
until you run out of points.
Right, but if it doesn't
Starting-
affect it,
starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by a spell falls unconscious until spell ends.
Yeah.
Or if they take damage, or
There-
if someone wakes them up.
Yeah. It's
So you
best,
start with like if someone has like 6 hit points, they go first, and then you go like maybe say 8 hit points.
Yeah.
You have to go to them. Then if there's not enough points left from what I rolled, for those hit points, that's when it stops.
okay.
One that is fucked up.
Chris. He's the new sex servant.
Hell yeah.
And what are you doing, Denny?
Probably just command on the leader.
Command on the leader. Okay.
Ooh.
Wisdom's
Wisdom save.
made a 50.
Yeah, well, we may not have a battle here in a
You don't do
second.
anything.
If the leader goes down, the other guys are gonna flee.
We said wisdom save?
Yeah.
15?
Just passes.
No, was that the DC?
That was the DC.
Oh, he failed.
Oh, he failed.
He failed.
He got one word command.
That kind of go blank is you'd cast your spell on him. He's just standing there staring directly at you. He just starts to walk into the crowd. And as he's walking in the crowd, the other guys that he was under command are just looking around, and they put their clubs down and they start following him.
If you did just get fucked up.
I'm glad my weapon malfunctioned.
He doesn't realize it because he's following what you said. He's just leaving.
So we get
Are you guys letting them leave, or
Yeah, after I see that, I'm not gonna cast ice knife.
natural 20 plus 3 initiative gonna get me.
Onto the ship.
First.
Well, I mean, I think people flying is gonna get on there first.
No, shoot you with. Okay,
Don't think you would want to shoot the captain.
no, I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm carrying the captain,
I'm hitting you.
and would cause me to drop
Well,
the
use
captain.
this roll.
The cleric hates you.
To drop the captain 60 feet.
Right, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, technically, I'm still right below you. So if you drop the captain, I got the captain.
Yeah.
Hey, feather fall.
I'll shoot him.
all right? So you all are heading towards Moon Dancer now,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the name of the ship.
Do you come down to the ground? It's the Moon Dancer.
Yeah,
What-
once I get past.
This is this captain.
Huh?
What
She's a
is-
female, human,
Human.
red hair, pale skin, Irish like descent. Look creepy.
Yeah, I mean, once I got past the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
I would start descending onto the dock.
Okay. And you had her. She was with you.
Yeah.
As soon as you land, she kind of takes a step in front of you, and you can try to keep up with her if you want. Jacob, based on you coming down, you would be next. Are you just heading towards the Moon Dancer as well?
I would have the bird's eye view, so I'd see what's going on.
Okay. I would say the three of you are about in the same area, so the three of you are just heading towards there as well.
I'd probably fall behind those
You
people.
still just shoving through because all the commoners that were there are still trying to get on ships.
I'm small. I'm moving anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. You're a small character, just like I am.
Right. Once you guys board the ship, the captain, she welcomes you aboard, and then she kind of looks back down on the dock. She looks at her ship, looks back down on the dock, and then she starts waving the rest of them in. And 60 more commoners come and fill up the ship.
I knew I should have took that stuff.
Now, once all those commoners have got on the ship, and it's a little crowded up here on the main deck of the ship. That's where everybody is right now. You've also you've caught glimpses of one other person that was on the ship prior to you getting there. That individual hasn't spoken to anyone yet, though. But you have seen him.
As I'm getting onto the ship, I'm jamming my rifle.
He didn't. You've seen him on the ship. He's been messing with the sails, and he doesn't look like he's threatening. He looks like he's probably part of
No,
Okay.
I'm just getting my rifle ready for
Oh, okay.
whenever I
I just want you to know that before you try to shoot him.
No.
I mean, you can do that if you want.
No, I just want to make sure my rifle's clear before
Do it.
I get on the ship. Or as I'm getting on the ship.
Do I have my hand?
Now, as all of you are on the ship with the commoners, it's real crowded. The captain is one up to her helm, and the other individual, you can see it's a Hadazi, one of the other race, like the monkey type race with the wings. He's the one that's moving around, trying to get everything situated. As you look back towards the harbor and the city, it's very apparent that crystalline vine is coiled upward, scraping the sky from the harbor. You can see similar vines from other settlements miles away. There are multiple vines that hundreds of feet tall.
These spread from the earth
Yes.
or from the ground.
Once I clear my rifle, get it reloaded,
Mhm.
sling it back, I'd start helping them.
Okay. He kind of just keeps eyeballing you, very like, what are you doing? And every time that you do something on the ship, even though he hasn't said anything to you, he'll go to his next one, and then after that, he goes back and checks what you did.
Yeah, no, my background is.
It's fine with your background. He just doesn't trust you.
No, that's fine. I'm just letting the DM.
That's because this is the first time he's met you, and you're messing with the ship, and he's like,
Yeah.
okay, and he doesn't seem like he wants to be threatening, but
General
he's
Ray and
definitely
Clusterfuck.
double checking your work.
The 6 people. can't
Whenever he
do
checks my work,
Any of them look
it's
hurt.
They don't look hurt. They look extremely scared. And they don't know what's going on. There's a lot of panic still going on with all of them. No one seems actually physically hurt. Now, as the Moon Dancer, she started to clear. You guys are out of the harbor. Captain Sartell stamps her boot as hard as you can hear on the deck, and it makes a weird, thunderous loud. And you hear her yell, "Flapjack, take us up!" And suddenly the gallon lists and it creaks as it rises out of the water into the air. And the world starts to fade away. And beneath you, as the Moon Dancer flies through the clouds and into the starry abyss of night.
And that's what we're in.
If you want to, we can.
I open up my chest.
Yeah.
Peek
1
in
hour
there.
in.
Guys.
Not even 1 hour. 37 minutes.
Chapter 1. Love.
Yeah.
That is in chapter 1.
Fuck off.
This is just the preload, man.
We beat the
Right.
bad guy and got to the
Fuck
goal.
off.
We didn't beat nobody.
Just
Yeah, we
agree
did.
with me.
We commanded him to leave.
Go
Go back to the
Go.
lines.
Away.
When you get
We
done
told him to
Hey.
go to the lines to his own death, basically.
Do you remember how they beat the Laughing Hand?
The first section.
That's true.
I don't know what was named.
What?
Do you remember how Critical Role beat the Laughing Hand?
No.
Because
They sent him
I
to
have
another
set up in
dimension. They
4
plane
sections.
shifted him.
By the time if you go through the entire campaign, you guys will be up.
And then they ran.
No.
Right. Pretty much.
They basically dimension doored him,
No.
blinked him out of the plane,
Nice.
and then
Yeah.
ran.
Time to go.
You don't. Yeah, you don't.
Got the option.
You guys also realize, I'll bring this to everybody's attention, you all kind of came together in a brief moment of panic and chaos, but then it creeps into everybody's mind. I have no clue what these other people are. The commoners don't seem to be bothering anybody over unless you want them to.
After I get done helping out, I'm assuming the monkey is Flapjack.
No.
No.
Do you call him Flapjack?
No. I was just saying out of kid, but
It
I
is.
would
Pause.
Got our food.
I'm
find
sorry.
him.
What? Yeah, I can't hear you.
What's your name again?
My game. My guy's Jaloff.
Shabbat.
I'm sorry. Love you.
That's good by Z.
I gotta go. All right, bye.
What?
Be happy I fed you. They forgot her cheese.
Oh,
I'm calling back. Tell them to come get the food done.
Poor wee baby Seamus. Yeah, after I got done helping out the monkey, I would find.
As we rise up,
Yeah.
ship rises up.
I already forgot your name already.
As that was happening with you, can't remember your name either. Ziza.
Yeah.
You notice the monkey kind of watches you kind of walk away, and he starts going over everything one more time, even the stuff that he touched.
He finds everything is.
Oh, it all seems fine. He's just
He's just.
he's
making
kind
sure,
of freaking out with everybody on board. You can see he's really like he
He's not
appears
used to it.
timid and like what the hell.
show
He could be
Sure.
angry. Yeah, a little bit.
J A
As the ship rises up.
I do.
Shock.
Wired.
This person touching my
Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shabbat. Shock.
As the ship rises up,
I just call you.
I don't hide it because I think
Don't.
everybody's preoccupied with their own work. Oh shit, what's going on?
Mhm.
But I open the hatch on my chest and look down and check out my hamster and close it back up.
Okay, well I know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
It's a
I'll say
Yeah.
since he wasn't trying to hide, anybody that wanted to see that would see the
Little
auto
hamster.
gnome open his chest and there'd be a hamster on a wheel inside of it.
Ooh.
I kind of like it. Go
I want you to roll me a perception though, with advantage.
Where were we?
22.
You feel the weight of
Well,
the
I
hamsters
mean, I'm
increase now that you're
proficient with
not on the
the
plane.
ship, so I mean, I'm comfortable.
It feels
anywhere.
larger than what it was,
I
and it doesn't seem to be stopping.
That doesn't make sense.
You don't make sense.
Wait, what?
It feels as if the hamster's growing.
It's like you're a warforged.
Look again.
Tiny.
It's bigger than what it was.
Shit. How much bigger?
It's getting to the point where you might have
How do I
trouble
take
getting
him
that out. You take him
I'll
out?
try to take him out, yeah.
Okay,
How is
where
that-
do you put him?
I don't know. I guess I'm holding him in my hands here. He's getting bigger. I don't know.
How much can you hold? What's your
I
carrying
can't hold a
capacity?
giant. Where'd you go? There you go.
So on the planet, it's small.
I can carry 165 pounds. I'm currently not including a hamster. I didn't take that into account. I'm about 80 pounds. What I'm actually carrying.
I'll say within the progress of about 5 minutes, you've noticed that you're starting to struggle to hold this thing, and it's getting still growing.
I'm gonna have to drop him then, because or set him down or something. 'Cause
You set him down, and he's still growing.
I can't hold him.
You notice some of the other commoners are kind of they backed away, but they're watching.
Oh,
And
my guy would.
I'll base on your perception check. You've noticed that Captain is it Sartell?
Sartell.
Sartell. She kind of winked at you because she saw what was happening and just walked away.
I would go up to him and start petting him.
I'll never get that thing up my ass now.
Is that how it got in there?
You used to be George or Richard Gere at one point, weren't you?
Yeah, something like that. I didn't actually say that.
Does he look
I'm confused.
Like you would better start kind of like
just confused?
came out of
his chest. Like, can I tell
but cool.
if this hamster
You should be
has
petty.
meaning?
It's not yours.
Is it what?
Has meaning to you?
I look right at them.
Well, yeah, it's been.
You look concerned.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying.
So yeah, I'll go up and check if this one.
Because I don't know anything about medicine.
I may dabble in it.
I'm petting the hamster on the other side of you.
Can I do a
I
medical
kinda look
check
at you.
to see if I
You
understand why
can't
it's damaged?
Yeah.
That's
That's a 17.
As long as it doesn't look you to do anything harmful.
oh no, I'm done with it. Just
Yeah,
petting it.
I'm just.
Can you actually?
Like, I'll-
I apologize.
Like a little scratch once
Give
in
me
a
an
while and
arcana
start
check.
kicking its leg.
I'm just giving you to make sure, side eye there to make sure. Yeah.
So that's a 5.
I'm gonna say you can definitely tell that it's growing, and with the medicine check, you know that it doesn't seem to be hurt, but you're not sure why it's growing.
Like it's not natural.
No, it's definitely something magical with it. You're able to discern that, but you don't know what.
Watching.
Yes, you know, I'll do a arcana with this.
Okay.
But, so yeah, that's
Nice. 27.
19 plus 8, 27.
Oh yeah, you definitely know. With your arcana, you remember that hamsters actually originally came from the astral plane, and they were brought to planets as pets. But because of the gravity on planets, they tend to shrink. And you know that it's just in its natural form, or its ancestors' natural form, and that's why it's so much larger. They generally grow to about the size of a grizzly bear.
And that's why I'm petting it right now. That makes perfect sense because these things are used as mounts.
So it
Or a donkey, you could use
Yeah,
it to
a
haul
pack.
stuff.
Pack mule.
Yeah. So I'm already like making friends with this thing.
so it's
Do you
not
need me to roll an animal handling check on venison?
I mean,
normal
not
With
yours.
ground, but it's normal here.
Yes, in wild space or in the astral plane, it reverts to its ancestors' normal size, because that's where they're originally from. Is the wild space and the astral area? They weren't originally.
Once you get
on
back
the
on
planet.
planets,
It'll
they'll
shrink
shrink
again.
back down.
does
Yeah, I'm like
The
talking to you.
hamster
This is normal.
appear to be
Wouldn't that been a history check?
It's not.
Possibly, but I was thinking the magic. But yeah, history I could have accepted too. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
the
I just
hamster.
like
Is
It's
he
not
acting like he
magical,
knows what's
right?
going on? The hamster himself, does he act like he knows what's going on, or does he seem concerned about anything?
does he seem to be getting smarter?
No, he is not smarter. He's about the same intelligence as a normal hamster, so he's just kind of like, oh, this has never happened to him before.
Right.
Probably
Right.
have to feed it more.
Huh?
Probably have to feed that thing more.
Probably. There's some jello around though, so. Huh?
Do you want the stats for him now that he's a little bit bigger?
Probably, yeah.
His armor class is now 11,
Okay.
and his hit points are 40.
Nice.
He has a speed of 30, and he can burrow 10 feet.
Ignorance.
Okay.
And his bite is his only attack that he has. It's a +4 to hit, and it's a 2d4 +2 piercing damage.
And that's what's attacking us.
Okay.
But they are very timid still. They're not a creature that would normally be used as a battle
Right.
creature. It would only fight in last resort.
Okay.
Tends to run away before anything else.
Makes sense.
No, I can't build a gun.
What you want to do?
Can you give it a gun?
Mount a gun.
Hungry.
What are those
Like-
things look like?
You just get Scarlet.
What
in
are
my head
you?
now.
Oh,
Yeah, what
both
was
of these are plasmoids.
Yeah.
You've seen them before, because I'll say that everybody's familiar with all the races. You may not be really accustomed to them, but they look like basically sentient versions of
Who's
Jello.
ooze.
Yeah. I will
They seem to take a humanoid form.
give you
but they're
a
very. They don't leave
description
like
of
sticky stuff or nothing.
So-
So they're made out of liquid.
Okay,
So,
Robbie.
like, trans.
I'm just gonna go.
humans.
it.
Yes, you
And
can
it's-
see
it's
through
so
them
bad.
besides their equipment that they're wearing.
Mine's not like super transparent because my guy is like a dark purple.
So yours is jello.
Yeah, he has what looks to be 2 eyes, but on closer look, it's actually 2 arcane focuses. That's the crystals. Right. So it's a little bit more.
If you're great jello, what color are you?
I'm blue raspberry. Blue.
Or blueberry.
You want to see a picture? Do I help? Or have you seen?
How much is your guy? How much?
Yeah, it kinda looks like me, too.
That didn't look that up. That seems about right.
They just have regular 2 arms. That's the plasmoid boss, right? Weird. Does he have 3?
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, he does have 3. So yeah, I guess. Can you guys have more than 1 arm?
More than 2, you mean? Yes.
Up to 2 arms and 2 legs. And then their extra
Appendage.
10-foot appendage.
So if the shield weighs less than 10 pounds, then technically.
Oh yeah, because they have a pseudopod.
it's still weird.
Definitely.
Talking. Getting, yes.
Everybody knows common.
But this is Ivan.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Both them,
Does your guy
the
know
auto gnome,
Gnomish?
and then you're an astral
I
elf,
would
right?
assume your guy knows that.
He looks like a robotic gnome.
Lived in a church filled with
Okay, well, this plasmoid is speaking gnomish. She wants to me. And there's no chance.
Right, I took Elvish. I didn't know she was gonna be an elf.
Oh, astral elves may not speak it. No.
You speak elf?
No, but I do.
That's big gnomish.
I think
So an auto gnome that can't speak gnome.
I think that
Auto
it,
gnome.
yeah, auto gnomes potentially may not speak.
Speak Del.
Yeah, she speaks Elvish.
Oh, you do speak Elvish?
Cato Zippy.
That's the little monkey.
Yeah,
The
I can speak monkey. I can speak.
Range the same as a human.
Huh?
Range is the same as a human, typical human.
Like
I'm 3 feet, so 125 pounds.
I'm not sure what language.
I'm typical. My height 5'9", so I'm about 200 pounds.
The view just
I'm a small.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find
For-
it small, so
I chose medium for me. I mean, if I was ideal weight, 180 pounds. But
trying to get stuff set up for Boyd's birthday party.
And you guys have also noticed there's been, as you were helping the Hadizee, you noticed that 6 of the commoners have kind of gone around trying to help out with the ship as well, as if they're familiar with it.
Can I go to spell magic on one of these things? See if it just disappears and dies.
You can
you
definitely
can certainly
try.
try.
well, just spell magic would take away your nature,
Okay.
but you wouldn't know that.
You don't see very many oozes walking into it. I would assume, what's different about this elf that from normal elves?
Oh, Astro Elves?
Jesus.
Steve finished his work pay period with 142.5 hours.
Somebody's getting more overtime.
Someone's
He had to
getting
go down
worked
the down the Sonic Islands.
Bet she was enjoying that.
Spending his money. I don't know. Hopefully things are better this one. Astro Elves long ago, this is common knowledge, I will say, so you know this.
So I gotta actually.
They ventured to the astral plane to be closer to the gods, and there they ceased to age and could exist indefinitely without sustenance. They didn't have to eat or drink. Now, astral elves were among the first creatures to dwell in the silver void or the astral plane. As other explorers have reached out for the stars, astral elves have had to reckon with violent neighbors, strange visitors over the eons. And astral elves have clashed with numerous invaders, including Sirlons, Mind Flayers, Githyanki. In dealing with others, astral elves customarily cover their face with ornate visors, becoming faceless extensions of their god. Their fierce devotion to the pantheon of elven deities is repaid with divine power. For example, the god invests astral elf warriors with the power to channel the radiant energy of starlight through their weapons, just as they empower astral leaders with the ability to cast spells and summon solar dragons. Astral elves ply the astral sea in wild space in ships of their own design. These ships are fashioned from crystals harvested from wild space systems. They're bound together with an organic plant-based material that hardens like ceramic. The elves sculpt these substances into various configurations to create star boxes, the names of their most commonly used ships, and other vessels as well. But the elves also reshape the petrified bodies of their dead gods, because some of the gods, their bodies are still in astral space, what's left of them. So they've reshaped them and adrift in the silver void, transforming them into floating cities, citadels, similar to like everybody's watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
How they head. They've done that to their gods and made them into cities, floating in space.
Nice.
Remember the first one where they mine the deity head?
It's been a while. And although that is their home, astral elves often venture into wild space systems and place their ships in citadels and orbits around stars. Astral elves do this for several reasons. Proximity to a star allows the astral elf to forge pacts with solar dragons and to collect starlight. The elves use to grow crystals and repair their ships. Most importantly, astral elves use their time outside the deep astral to replenish their numbers by having and raising children. Because you can't become pregnant while you're in astral plane. Or age at all. And many astral elves are thousands, in some cases tens of thousands of years old. Whatever their disposition, their longevity gives astral elves a perspective on time that few other creatures can appreciate. Whether they choose to live in the quiet contemplation or strike out to explore far reaches of the multiverse. They do tend to see events happening elsewhere as having little or no meaning to them. Trying to think of what.
Basically, she's a demigod.
I'll just show you a picture. Real similar to elves, except for their eyes. They're a lot brighter, almost as if they're radiant constantly. Or have like a starlight to them.
Like almost Asmere fish eyes.
Yes. Real similar to that. I think there's one other thing with them. Let's see if I can find it. Which time?
Suck it, duck.
Oh, Astral Fire.
Are you a dude or a chick?
There's a
I
better
know-
picture
I
of
know
their
you are in
eyes.
real life. I meant on D&D.
See how their eyes are like? Almost like suns.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like they're white or black, and their middle is white.
Yellow. Or gold. The middle's gold.
Like backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you like dick?
No, that's wrong.
No.
Only you.
Kevin.
That's Billy Jacob.
And
Is that really any different? You watch the do you game?
yeah, they scored a touchdown in 2 minutes, so a minute and 40-something seconds.
They're only playing on ESPN too, aren't they?
Yeah,
also
but I'll
playing
play you on
Kansas.
ESPN too. So we got
Big old dicks.
some commoners helping out with the ship.
Yes, there's 6 of
Remember
the
that, Chris?
commoners seem a lot more comfortable on the ship than what they did to begin with. And they just go to work like they've been crew hands before.
And then I guess I
Okay,
would
that's
find
not
a spot since there's a
Guardians
bunch
of
of
the
them
Galaxy.
working.
He doesn't remember. It's the place where the collector was. Remember where the one dude that was collecting everything and the slaves?
I didn't realize it was a head.
It's the head of a god.
Yeah.
On that in Marvel, I forget what they're called. Whatever made the Eternals or what those are, I think.
I guess I would start. I'd find like a corner or something and just start going through the small book. All this going on.
Well, you know what? There's not bad food.
I'm really confused.
From what? The creatures?
That the
Right,
blob
right.
has a struggle now.
Was that?
My friends.
I don't know.
I could see that being confusing, especially if you're not used to seeing plasmals that often.
That was fun. Me and Robbie.
An ancient celestial.
It might be still.
Oh, Astral Elf,
Yeah. No, the head
all the nowhere.
was
The Celestials are what created the Eternals in MCU.
yeah.
Which is probably the worst movie.
Yeah.
Page 36.
No, see, Melinda, the best way to handle that situation is when you have a child who keeps asking why. The best response is ask, what do you think?
Just say you have to poop.
Nice your keys.
Just show her the keys.
Can I have your keys?
No, you can't have them, so don't give them to her.
Can I borrow your keys?
Depends on if she's trying to go somewhere.
What are you trying to do with the keys?
Use them
For what?
to unlock your car
For what?
to get your prize.
Get my prize for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, giving them back was not part of the deal.
You trust her to drive.
Yeah, buddy, go with her.
Get a phone call in like 30 minutes. Like, hey, we found your car abandoned. Crashed to a telephone pole. I'm not. She sets off the alarm.
So this looks, the ship that you're on too, the Moon Dancer, looks like a normal galleon that you sail in the ocean as well. If anyone's interested.
Just when you do that much good.
Like this.
It's like a ship.
Mhm.
You buy one?
I made one a long time ago, downstairs probably.
I want that. I'm not like a
Mini?
big. Like,
I need to.
Mercer.
No, that one's like $200.
Oh, why don't you buy it?
Why don't you?
I already spent 115 on this.
I spent more money at the mall than didn't even get any D&D stuff.
Well, that's not my fault.
I'm gonna blame you still.
That's your fault. You should have took your little cross goblin with you.
That was not mine.
Well, you should have took her cross
Yeah,
goblin.
you should have took your adopted truck.
I didn't want to.
And if anybody's paying attention to my guy in the corner, he's just got the book out and a quill's floating in air and writing stuff down.
Okay.
I'm going to the bow of the ship and
You go to the
Titanicing
battle.
it. He's Titanicing
I want to
it.
go behind.
I'm the king of the world.
You're gonna give me a tower over top of him because he's.
So you try to go underneath the ship itself?
no, up to the bow.
Oh, okay, I get you.
He's going to stand at the front.
So you're on the main deck.
Yeah.
What do you weigh? Do you weigh a lot? You're better.
No,
Do you
What
go
do you
out on
mean?
the actual, the fucking pole that shoots out?
no,
No, it just right.
Just
at
right
the-
before that.
it's right there where the
You know what you should do?
Okay.
the deck comes in.
You should go sleep in a can.
So you're right
That's
there,
fucking
not right there.
Correct. Yeah, he's right at the edge where
Go
the
sleep
right
in a
there.
can.
yeah
Right at the
there.
deck.
Okay.
That's
So
the
I
end
can
of the deck.
shoot you out.
What?
Go sleep in a can so I can shoot you out.
That's an idea.
Yeah, you got the banister that goes up to that
Okay.
the post that goes up to the standing at it. You know, like Rose did on Titanic.
No, tell me more about this movie I never watched.
You ever watched that man?
No, I did. Way too many times, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
What was your favorite scene?
When everybody's backs were breaking.
Oh, so
That
what's
was
the
fun.
guy was thinking?
Like Kate Winslet is pretty hot, but
It's not bad.
Was
she's got a nice titty.
Should we start doing?
So what do you guys want to do now that you're up in space? Anything?
I'm just going through my stuff. Sit down. Where's the captain?
Can I tell where
Captain's
we're
at the
going?
helm.
I'm gonna go back.
Well, what looks to be the helm.
With my navigator
Well,
tools, can
I
I?
would know.
You would know it's
which
not a
way
spell
we're
jamming
going?
helm.
With my navigator tools, can I tell which way we're going, or like which way we're going?
Yeah,
That way. You asked a really broad question. You don't know what the destination is. But it's apparent that the captain seems to have a destination.
and it's a good thing I didn't go with Fisher, so I'd be fucking out just goodbye. No, with me.
You multi-class.
Yeah, right. Get some Tinker's tools.
Wait, his name is Fresh Red Grass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eventually.
Now I'm not gonna probably get some the captain.
Okay, so you go up to the captain. I'll get with you in a minute.
Well,
Zizaz.
eventually I would go up to the captain too. So
Okay. So you approach the captain. She kind of nods at you.
Where are we going?
The safest place I know is where I usually work out of, the Rock of Brawl.
Rock of who?
The Rock of Brawl. BRAL.
Rock the brawl.
It's an asteroid.
Rocks the brawl.
Yeah, right.
that's pretty far out there.
should take us maybe a week or two to get there.
That is very far.
700,000.
Safe on what?
Whatever the hell's happening on that planet, that's new to me. You familiar with it?
Hmm.
With where I'm at, can I overhear this conversation?
Huh?
With where I'm at, can I overhear this conversation?
Down, well, you're all the way up the front. She's like further back on like where the regular wheel would be if it was a regular ship.
Well, she's back at the stern.
Yeah, that's where. And I'd say that
Would I know anything about
the Rock of Brawl
No. The what was happening down there?
on the planet, no.
What was the captain's
But-
name again?
What was the what?
Captain's name.
Oh,
Thinker.
no,
Sartell.
Captain Sartell.
Yeah.
Elena Sartell. I won't call her Max,
Could've.
but I know Denny.
Could have
Denny.
been about it.
You want to roll a history check?
Because I'm like 20 in intelligence.
This is linked to her race. Yeah.
So I would be able to pick up one.
Not on this part, no. Because with the lifespan of the Astro Elves, I don't know how old she is, but she could tell. How old are you? Let me ask that question first.
I don't know if we rolled that.
Because Astro Elves are basically, they don't have to die. They have the longest lifespan out of everyone.
And
How old
would
are
that be
they?
another different thing? Like maybe their
You're still
eyes
fine.
like normal
You're not
on
even
the earth, and then they go into
You're not
astral.
even a teenager, so it's
Would
like
that be probably when they start showing one?
No, because it's real familiar even when they're on the planet. hmm They kind of shun other elf races too. You know how elves, some elves in upper society, elf culture, kind of look down on other races because of their age. They Astro elves look the same way as other elves.
you consider you reach adulthood around.
They
the
consider
age
their
of
lifespans as a blank to what they're compared to. So it's not
Yeah.
worth
Technically, you
Many
can be
of
the
your-
age you want to be.
time to get to know them because they'll be gone before it matters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
1,000,
Too
6,800.
bad if they don't have a.
Hmm.
They don't have a.
Might as well add 1,000 to that. 6,800 years old.
Oh, again, it's not. There you go. That's a-
They might add something like that. He's 15,
no, history is 68
68,
years.
68
Yeah,
years.
years.
680 years.
You really want to be 68?
It's really young.
I told you they reach adulthood at 100. A regular elf.
You probably wouldn't be a paladin at 6.
99.
And you're a level 5 paladin at 68? That's like a toddler almost for them. Oh, I'm not being mean, but I
99.
I'm saying regular elf. I saw a regular elf. You're not considered adult till you're 100. So.
okay, so you're a
She wants to be young.
Young.
strong paladin too for the age.
Yeah.
But okay, and you
She's
rolled
got a
a
few years.
15.
In history.
I'll say based on that and the fact that you're still extremely young for an astro elf, you know the crystalline forms that you saw. You remember seeing them at another planet, but you don't remember where. And it was one occupied by astro elves. But they weren't in danger of these things.
His nationwide under 7.
If you were older, I would have gave you more information.
But you're not. You're like 14.
I'm going to multi-race into an astro set.
You'd be
I already
like,
asked about that.
if you were 99 and you
By
become an
Lloyd.
adult at 100 years old, you're like 17.
Basically,
For an elf. You're 120, so you're 21. Okay, you're 21 years old.
Still don't know anything.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
You're not even old enough to drink elf wine. They raised your age cap.
The elves look down at me.
The Astro Elves look down on you because you're so young.
Well, she's still an astro elf, so that would still.
They
She
just
wouldn't
look
be-
down
look-
on her.
Yeah, because she looked like a child to them. Mind your way. I will try harder. See, I knew you like that. Oh, okay.
That would have been great though, because there was a 20. But
Did you have any other questions for Captain Sartell or you, Zazu?
uh,
Kazoo? Ziza.
Just Z.
Z.
Oh, yeah.
Ziza. I'll try to remember. It'll take me a minute.
She's human.
Yeah, she's just a human. I'll show you. This is what she looks like.
what's your boobs?
I didn't say she had boobs. Mm, probably the last 7 to 8 years.
Have you had any issues?
I've had many issues. None like we've encountered so far. Well, none like that before. I usually transport cargo. That's what I use my ship for. Out of the Rock of Baral, the reason that I was down on your planet Terrell is I was trying to get supplies to fix one of my weapons, and she points at the main cannon. Well, it's not a cannon. It's a, what do you call it?
It's a laser.
No. It's weird. It's called a
Face.
mangonel stone. It's a ranged weapon. Can shoot between 200 the minimum distance up to 800, and can hit targets within 60 feet of each other. But you can see that it is busted down and requires wood to be repaired. It's hard to get wood in wild space. Okay.
I'll go over to it and just start mending.
Okay. So what's the health on that thing? 100. And I've got a thing for ship repair too.
I'd say like 1 minute would be 10 points or something.
It's something kind of messed up. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. Page 24.
Nope, stay. Hey, nope, stay. Hey, nope, stay. Nope, stay. There you go.
Casting mending on a damaged ship or shipboard weapon restores a number of hit points to the target equal to a 1d8 plus the spellcaster's spellcasting ability modifier. The target can retain hit points from that spell no more than once per hour.
Well, in 1 minute, I'll probably do a lot of.
Once per hour.
Yeah, no. It would take 1 minute to do mending. I didn't know I had to wait another.
The full cast is 1 minute.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah, you'd still have to wait another hour, so whatever your
That would be
1d8 plus.
my
your-
spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 12.
12. So 12 out of 100 hit points is what we've repaired so far.
It's still gonna take a little while for us to get to where we're going, so
Exactly.
Sure.
So I'll say the mending takes an hour for this. So then it's just
every hour he gets recast.
You're just going to
Every
keep
hour.
working on it?
yeah.
So
I'm
it
gonna be
take-
working on it until
How much did you
until I
say you
get
did?
tired.
How much did you say? How much
12.
did you do that time? 12?
12.
12.
Oh, you
12 out of 100.
So it'd be about 9 hours. If you do not do
I rolled
12.
Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility I can roll 16.
yeah,
mean,
I
average
think
is
you're
gonna
just
be
estimating it.
average is gonna be your 12 is gonna be your average. Sounds like. If 16 is your max,
You probably, yeah. We'll say 12
So,
is the average. So yeah,
it'd take about 9 hours.
9 hours. Yeah. So I can probably technically get that done in 1 day.
Since well, no, because you want to go work on the weapon.
Right.
Harold? That's not right, is it? Harrison. Ford? Makes sense. Harrison, go ahead and roll me a perception check. No, you don't.
Passes a 15.
With an advantage. Oh, past the 15? You notice this anyway then. When you're up there talking to Captain Sartell, you notice on the deck above like the captain headquarters,
Up here.
you see a spell jamming helm, which you have seen those before. It's a floating ornate silver chair
See,
with a
that's
purple
actually
seat
just
cushion that
said-
has no legs, glowing blue with crystals under the seat, and a projection of a magic circle on the floor beneath it, stabilizing the chair. And you see a flump that sits in the chair piloting the ship.
Hey, what?
A flump.
The fuck's a flump?
That is a flump.
Why the
That's flapjack.
that's flapjack.
Mm-hmm.
Flapjack is a jellyfish.
Yes. I told you this is going to be weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. I probably would have already seen that because I know where most of them are located on ships.
Well, so
I have
that one,
also
it looks like one of the road.
15 investigation.
So it looks like one of the relatives in this.
Yeah, they could look related to plasmoids, but
In a
with
sense,
her
yeah.
yelling for Flapjack, it's very easy for you all to discern that he's the one piloting, and that would be Flapjack.
Flapjack hasn't.
No.
He has not spoken to anyone.
I don't think. But anyway, yeah, I'm just working away.
Working away.
Can I tell what initially damaged this thing?
Hmm?
If it was like another cannon fire or
Hmm.
a lot of damage of it.
Trying to think of what that skill would be to tell what damaged it.
Investigation?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
Detect magic.
No, you don't have to. You can roll detect magic too.
14.
Well, that's a spell.
14.
I mean,
It doesn't look
Arcana
magical.
or investigation.
Investigation.
Do you look magical?
Yes. All day, every day. Butter on my nipples.
18.
18. It looks like regular ship combat from what you can tell, as if it was on a planet. Something had just blown its smithereens with a cannon. Can't really discern much more than that.
It's normal damage type thing.
As if she was in a fight prior.
Can I ask her how long?
I just wanted to make sure there was like nothing magical to it.
We should be able to make there in about 2 weeks.
You have rooms.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of room on the ship. We're a little
We don't need rooms.
overcrowded with as she eyes the commoners. Normally I don't have more than 20 people on my ship. It'd be about the full crew. Right now we're a little bit above that.
we don't have enough oxygen to make it 2 weeks, do we?
That could be a problem. As you say that, she looks like she didn't even consider it yet.
Oh. He'll be fine. pointing
I'm
to the
still
other.
watching.
As you point to him and say he'll be fine, she kind of just looks at the hamster.
The hamster.
My head spins around. Huh?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Wizard of Oz: The Return to Oz? Remember the robot?
The pumpkin robot.
No. Yeah, kinda.
That's what I'm picturing for you.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, but
So if there are places that we can get oxygen on the way.
Good stuff.
let me see. Let me go check my maps in my captain's quarters. And she just walks away from everybody.
You would know. I could do a air bubble.
Yeah,
for
over
3 people.
For 3 people.
24
Okay,
hours.
3 people.
There's only
There is currently
That doesn't help much.
60.
Well,
Five
there were
people in here.
66 counting the captain.
Yeah.
7 coming from.
But I can
Yeah.
do the captain.
Well,
The
the
pilot.
flump doesn't have to breathe oxygen either.
Oh, okay.
Do what?
The flump, Flapjack.
Oh.
Oh, in case
The
anybody
jellyfish.
worried what he was, that's Flapjack. On the top
Good looking
right.
thing.
Okay, so flapjack I've made it.
Tentacle jellyfish.
So
Yes.
I'd probably do, if it came to that, it would be the most important people. It'd probably be myself. Because I'm the one casting.
Yeah, right. What does it look like all the commoners are doing?
kind of huddled together. Just look like they lost their home and not really knowing what to do.
Most of them are on top.
They're all on the main deck, except for the other 6 that are kind of working around on the ship. Nobody's really talked to them. They just kind of they saw the plasmoid helping that other crew member, so they just kind of went to work.
I'm gonna go downstairs, see if I can find, or just see what it looks like on it,
Okay,
down the bottom.
down in the bottom.
Look at me.
As you start to go downstairs, there's an upper cargo hold that you can walk into, and then there's also another set of stairs further back. Are you just going down the first set of stairs?
It's still like what it would be like rooms ish, like
Rooms. Oh, yeah. There's crew quarters. Crew quarters are going to be on. It'd be down in the cargo deck. There are rooms.
Yeah, be
so
good.
I'll go down the cargo deck and stake time.
I don't need room.
As you go down there, in front of you, you're in the cargo deck. As you walk down the stairs, there's 2 rooms off to your left, or 1 room off to your left, 1 room off to your right.
Okay.
Both those are crew quarters, and there's a hallway that goes straight back a little bit further, and there's stairs that lead up to the main deck on both sides there. It doesn't go down. You have to go back from the other side, and then there's 2 more crew quarters with doors. So you have 4 options.
So
There's where it's 9. All the 9s are crew quarters. And those are all 5 feet squares.
You can move my key out of there, please.
Yes, and 1 here.
and okay, I'll go to the one.
You came down right here. That's the main deck. This goes down. As soon as you came down off to your right, and then that one.
What's number
these
10?
are-
What's the 10?
10 is an officer's quarters. So it could be used as quarters as well. I will say that at this moment, if you want to try to open that door, may not stop other people.
Alright, I'll go to the one on the opposite side.
Not me.
So towards the front of the ship.
I'll go to
Oh, officer. Okay. So as you go in there, it's got 3 cots, not a lot of room, and each of the cots are like bunk cots that fold down off the wall. So technically, sleep 6 feet.
Hello there, sweetie.
Actually, I'll say no, not 6 people.
It's well
It'll
worth
sleep
$6 for a
since they
gallon.
fold down off the wall.
$6.
Not bad. Put a gallon there.
Yeah, 6 people.
maybe a couple of people. You don't sleep, do you?
I'm looking around.
There'd be room on the floor. There's about 30 feet of room on the floor when the beds are all folded.
I'd go find Denny. You're a robot.
What?
You said you're a robot,
Yeah.
so. But I guess I'd get you and ask you if you'd like your hamster to have a room. Somewhere that you feel safe. You so confused by it, if it bothers you or anything that is being big, that it's gotten big.
How big is it now? About the size of a bear?
Size of a grizzly bear. So it's close to 500 pounds roughly. And
Will it
Plus-
fit down? Will it fit going down the stairs and down the hallways and stuff like that shit?
very uncomfortably, but it can be done.
He'd probably have to stay up top. Probably better for him to sit top. Oh, you're hitting this in your head now. You vote by me.
Don't do that.
After a long moment, you hear the word. I'd say the word apologies.
But you say it out loud.
Yeah, I actually say apologies.
Yeah, because you speaking in my head makes me feel like you can fog my brain.
Like, you know what?
Like you can hear my thoughts. I don't know whether or not you can.
Only what you.
Right.
But
But
yeah, I get it. I know that right now.
because it just came out of nowhere. So it's more or less like a invasion of
I want
privacy.
to. Are there any fish around?
Oh, if you want to try to fish, go ahead.
Benny, did
All
you
right,
want
well, I didn't buy the fishing rod before we got
check
attacked,
the
Oh, yeah.
so I'm gonna tie some rope around areas and try to spearfish.
You want to try to spearfish?
Yeah.
only a few?
I'm going to allow that at disadvantage though.
That's more than
And the way I'm going to do it is because I have a table set up for it.
I'll follow you guys.
okay.
You'll roll twice, and whatever you roll in the second
Yeah,
one will minus
I don't know
the
if you would feel comfortable. being-
whatever the highest one or whatever the smallest one will minus off the highest one. You know what I mean? So if you roll a 6 and a 12, you take 6 off of the 12 and you actually roll a 6.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I like it.
It's a D10. I'm sorry,
To
D10.
make
D10s.
room.
Yeah.
Our room. And want us to get in with us.
One more quick question about the hamster.
No.
Does he understand
4 and a 3.
any kind of language?
He's like a stupid dog. He kind of listens to you, but that's about it.
Okay.
He's not a bright dog.
But did he like the
If I did like telepathic speech through him for him, would he understand a little better or more clearly my intentions, or would he still kind of understand like me talking to him?
Because he's been your pet for some time, he would understand to a point as long as it's like, hey, come here,
simple
stay,
So-
simple,
similar-
very simple
similar to
basic
what?
commands. Those are the same ones that you would speak out loud.
4 and a 3.
You rolled a 4 and a 3?
Yeah.
So you rolled a 1.
Well, I rolled.
You got a
Yeah, I was wondering if your
small inedible fish.
hamster
I still eat it.
was freaking out that it was from.
Would normally poison you.
Ooh,
You eat it?
Yeah, I'm resistant to poison.
Okay.
And advantage on poison.
It
Yeah.
definitely doesn't. It doesn't taste good.
well,
at
he
all.
doesn't really notice
I'm
really
also
what's
noticed
going
too,
on.
so.
I mean,
And you have
what's
two
going
of
on with
them.
him?
Do you eat
Right,
both of
like
them?
he
They're
knows.
very tiny.
Yeah.
Smaller
He
than Hungarian.
notices that.
Right,
everyone-
Oh, you're not big.
Oh,
enough.
hungry.
Yeah.
Hey, how
I mean, I already gave you a ration, like
What?
a full day ration. and
freaking
you
out
ate it.
because it's growing and everyone's being
Still hungry.
smaller?
I didn't eat
or-
it. I didn't eat for breakfast.
No, it seems more comfortable than what it did when it was inside.
200 pounds.
Almost like it gave it a little bit of confidence, and it doesn't seem quite as skittish now.
Yeah, we're making that one room like
Okay, that one,
3 of us.
the 3 of you.
Real quick, I was following them back down. As we go, do I notice anything shiny?
Yeah, yourself.
Uh,
As long as
Roll
it's
a-
yourself.
perception check. Now, are you wanting to look in the cargo hold when you're going downstairs, or before you go downstairs?
Just that kind of as we go.
As you
Just
go.
Anything that might jump out at me. Ooh. 19, 28.
28. Oh yeah, you definitely notice everything.
Sweet.
So, on the main deck, towards the front of the ship where you were standing earlier, you notice that one of the doors, because there's 2 rooms as you walk up the stairs to the main deck
Okay.
that you were standing above. There's a door to the right and a door to the left. The one on the right was extremely ornate.
Okay.
Looks like you could assume maybe it's a captain's quarters.
Okay.
You got to ask you this.
Right,
Did she seem like she was
Right, what?
13 now.
13? What's 13?
being truthful?
For the cannons.
When she was talking to you.
I'd
Yes.
say,
13
I'm
more?
assuming
Yes.
there's another hour going
We'll
on.
roll an insight, but
So,
a
Yeah,
pass
so
is an
13
18.
to the hell.
Oh yeah, she didn't seem like she was trying to
It's
be
1200 weight.
deceptive at all.
Yeah.
I would say even with that passive perception at 18, you notice that she seemed like she wanted to do the right thing, but now she might be regretting bringing everybody with her.
Right. Which I saw.
she's definitely not regretting me.
And
Or
the
him.
door that you saw, I'll actually say this because she did state she was going to the captain's. That's where she's headed as you look at that as you're making your way down to the cargo
Okay.
hold. So she is heading in that direction. Do you continue to go down?
I'm gonna keep following them, but just like I said, just being.
On the upper cargo hold, when you go down to the next level where the crew quarters are,
Okay.
you automatically notice there's a dozen healthy mules. And some sacks of food for the animals, material
have to-
placed.
Count the 66 humans and the 12 donkeys.
Yes.
Plus
Hey.
the hamster.
And you do notice some crates too. You're not sure what's in the crates.
Okay.
There's an issue.
So, once we get all situated, you might want to go ask people on top deck. how
20
many of them can
crates.
fly.
I mean, we can fly.
Yeah.
After you're telling me this, you're telling me this.
Yeah.
Another long, kind of almost uncomfortable pause there,
Right. Like I'm sitting there going,
and then why?
well, there's this thing
All right, buddy.
that you
Lydia.
may not know if you don't use it.
Oh, you're still
called
fishing?
oxygen. There's way too many people on this ship.
You got one small sardine like type fish that you had before. Actually no. There's a name.
I
for
don't
these
like
things.
the idea. You can see it.
I
There's
think.
me just saying.
Let me make
it,
sure this is the right one.
Being a cleric, but I'm also a death cleric, so
17.
uh,
Another pause.
Hey, buddy.
you get to stay because you don't breathe.
Ooh.
It's almost like
She
a
gets
small
to stay.
goldfish with one large eye in the middle of its head and two smaller eyes off to the side.
Long pause.
So the fish off the Simpsons, the mutated fish.
Yeah, but the one in the middle
I-
is a bigger eye than the two on the sides. Much bigger. It's very tiny though.
She don't speak
Resembles a
much.
goldfish. Yeah, a lot like the one off the Simpsons.
Not much at all.
In your head, you hear, "Hi, friend."
Yeah.
That's good. What?
Do
Are you
say-
asking
do
him
you
what to
it
say,
back
or-
in your head, or do you say it?
Hold on, remember, he's a lot smaller than you, so you're looking at. Damn it!
Kind of food.
Two? You got another fish? Or no, you got two more of the
Two of the
poison
poisonous
fish.
fish.
Yeah. I'll say when you're feeding
There
them
you go.
as well, because you're still working on repairing that. I'll say another hour's went by.
Yeah,
I'll say 3 hours have went by because every time that you fish, it takes about an hour
15
to
again?
fish.
Yes.
Or so the 12,
So-
13, 15.
There is a plus side. At least I know there's one thing that can cast fly.
Yeah,
You
40.
can just say, "All right, you're
Yeah,
free.
40.
Go fly."
Almost halfway.
and it runs out.
Let's go, baby.
Oh yeah. Thank you. My stuff's on that.
Yeah. After I bug you, I'm like, why are you so hungry? And then I start eating.
I don't know how these ships work in
What do you mean?
space,
You this is
as in oxygen works.
yeah, you're familiar with that because these aren't uncommon to any of you. You may not have been on one, but they're not.
I
Okay. Do you? Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
Basically, however big the ship is, there's an air bubble that is not only around it, but say it's 100 feet long. That far in the front, that far in the back, up and down. You're in an air bubble.
And how long do those air bubbles last?
As long as there's not more than one crew, it would be 120 days. So crew for the ship is 20, and there's
40
times.
years.
12 donkeys
Four-
and
5 times that.
5
Yeah.
times.
Say, yeah, say 6
So-
more people.
So we got like 1/5 time.
mhm.
120 divided by 5.
So we have about 20 days.
About
And it's 2 weeks to get there, so that's only
24
14
days.
days. You
24 days.
can potentially get there, as long as nothing else happens.
Or
Every hour I can start kicking 2 people off.
Oh, kidding.
Or we can just get rid of the donkeys that way.
We can eat them.
We can eat them.
We
You can eat
the
'em.
people.
Donkeys.
I mean, donkeys.
Okay, we're doing an evil campaign. Got it.
Can you put that in?
Back into the room and
No, because I want to cover it up here, but we'll leave it
I
outside.
can still get in the door.
I know.
Where did the cord come
I just won't have any equipment
from?
except my pack weapon.
Is that for your penis?
Yes, sort of.
You go wrap around.
Also across the.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
'Cause
gonna
I can
go
cross-
sleep.
Through a 1-inch slot.
I'm gonna go in the room and have you
The
cast
one-
tape on me.
I'm not wearing anything.
The door across from their room. Would I have noticed anything special about it?
The door
See
across from their
Yeah,
room.
Yeah, you
Locked.
mentioned something about it being
You know
locked.
It is locked.
That's what's
Anything?
special
Would
about
it anything to attract my attention to it?
that it's locked.
Nice.
Yes.
No, real similar to the one that you're in, but it is locked.
Well, hey,
What was that?
while I'm repairing this thing, when I get done, there's gonna be a little tendency on it.
Okay.
In the room, there's nothing inside the room besides the beds.
No, not. It's real
Wait for another hour.
basic crew quarters and any shit for multiple people.
Has Sartell came out of her room yet?
Not yet. She's still in her room. But
Alright. Go knock on the door.
as you're heading to knock on the door, out of game, I would like Denny to roll me a D10.
D10, Denny, the young one.
Getting
It should
close
be
to
like
the
1,000
silver
years
plane.
old.
No, nowhere near the silver plane. 4.
1,000-year-old.
What are
piece of
you?
Crap.
Chris?
Human.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
As you walk around the ship, you automatically notice there's something not quite right about the Moon Dancer compared to other ships that you've seen and been on previously. It seems smaller than it should be.
Would you say something like that? What do you mean smaller?
The hallways seem a lot smaller than what she's been used to on other galleons, whether they be spacefaring galleons or seaworthy galleons.
And I haven't
When
noticed
she
yet
says
because
that-
me and you haven't been down below deck
When she
yet.
says that, I'm gonna head out back up towards top deck, looking to see if I can tell anything that there shows there might be like secret passageways or anything on the ship.
Like there's. Okay. So the ship is one size. But as you go into it, there's missing stuff. Like, stuff is missing.
It's immediately apparent to her that the hallways are a lot more narrow than what they should be for this type of ship.
Like there's.
A good 5 feet is missing on both sides.
You put a wall from here to here. There's a wall there.
So I give the rest of the
Pointless.
Huh?
Another 12.
12.
Or there's something there.
Potentially.
52. So basically, what you're saying is like if she came into the house knowing what the house looked like and there was a wall here, she'd realize. that
Yeah,
there's
just make the
something-
right. Yeah, it's like the layout's not
Do
right.
you start going, walking and knocking on the walls to see if they're hollow?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Just looking to see if I can see anything that I'm heading up to the main deck.
On the main deck, roll a
I think so.
perception.
I perceive.
Ooh, 17 and it's 26. I have a plus 9.
26?
Yeah, I have a plus 9 in my
Well,
perception.
the 26 as you're looking at it, and you were just downstairs. You even if she, did you tell them?
Yeah, she did.
With her telling you that knowledge too, you can definitely the knowledge of knowing that the hallways are narrower downstairs doesn't line up with the top of the ship either, with the way it's built. Looks like the top of the ship is bigger than what the bottom is, width wise.
I'm gonna go back down. And I'm gonna go back to the room. You're both still in there?
Yeah. I wish you combined. I think we could probably make a sign.
Make a what?
A sign, put on
Oh.
the door. Says nothing here. Stay the fuck out. So it's that, yeah.
I'm gonna spend.
There is no.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yeah, it is neutral. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes
10 minutes.
to cast Unseen Servant.
By the time you do that, I fall asleep.
Cool.
Is it like a ritual?
Yeah.
I want to watch you do that. So I can fall asleep midway through.
Hey, he's doing the robot for 10 minutes.
It's just like.
Little spoon.
So as that's happening, Jal
Alright.
He's a lot.
It's
Jalak,
okay. She's playing a chick now.
Jalak, you just made it to the door. She hasn't come out yet.
I'm not on it.
Way better than
Be right with you.
little spoon by you.
About 5, maybe even closer to 10 minutes. Almost to the point where you're ready to knock again. The door opens. How can I help you?
Have you figured out what we're going to do about air yet?
Yeah, I did some calculations. Math isn't my strong suit, but I think that we can make it. It's going to take about 14 days to get there, but I'm pretty sure that we have close to 20 days worth of it.
I mean, I can cast fly on some people and put them off.
You do realize that's killing them, right?
No, the thought person. I'm not there.
But the outside of the cover, I'm not ready.
They only got to the outside by you kicking them off.
That's fine.
Yeah, I need to watch you. And then she starts to back away.
I saved your life, didn't I?
We were on the same planet, right? Whatever you wanted to stay?
I had to.
All right.
Are you still on here? Yeah.
She doesn't know what to make of you right now. She's just completely like,
You're making
what
her.
the hell's wrong with you?
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it, man.
Same. I should do that. I couldn't fall asleep.
I want to survive.
You
And I
Okay.
have to breathe.
see what's
Okay.
happening.
If
I
I
want to
can
make
cast
sure
it,
we get that.
I do too. Can we at least hold off on killing anybody as a last resort, minimal?
long
How long are
pause.
you willing to hold off?
Probably like we were finally asleep. We just
Well,
kind of
yeah.
on the edge. Here.
Like the 19th day,
Okay.
or are you talking about the 14th day?
The 12th day.
That's not going to work because it's going to take at least 14 days to get there.
Exactly. So if it seems like we're going to run out,
But you just said on the 12th day you're going to start killing people.
if it seems like we're running out of air, on the 12th day, I will start killing people.
Yeah, I might have made a mistake. All right, yep, fair enough. She starts to back away. She keeps you inside, but she's backing up into her ring and getting ready to shut the door. Good. Bye. Shuts the door. All right then. You're doing what you're casting.
Unseen Servant.
All right. We'll say that at this time frame, it's been cast. What do you want to use your unseen servant for?
I'm gonna send them up to that door. It was the captain's door they saw.
Yeah.
Send him up to try and get into there.
Okay. Can he go through a door?
He can open a door.
Okay.
He can try to pick a lock.
Well, it is locked.
Would he try to slip by while the door's open? She's distracted talking to me.
He would.
He was still
try that
casting
first,
the
but I was still
ritual.
casting later.
Oh.
So that's done. Yeah.
I do see where you're coming from there. But I'll say
Or you know what? Rather than that,
Oh, no.
rather than try to pick it, he'll go up and knock on the door.
he's going to knock on the door.
It's naked.
Are you the one that I just talked to?
Yeah.
She just talked to him.
No, can servant talk?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they can speak.
Yep. No.
Simple task.
No, I mean, love you. Bye. Yeah, what's up?
He didn't say anything about talking, so I'm gonna say no. So I guess there's no answer when she says something.
Cannot communicate.
Since Servant cannot communicate. Nope.
Non-existent intelligence, so it can't understand or speak language.
It only does what the master says.
So, Knox, no answer. A few minutes go by. Are you going to keep your unseen servant there? Well, I guess you told him to go, so it's not like you two are talking right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna. His job is to go into that room and see if he finds anything shiny that I might like.
Is he going to be able to communicate what he sees in there?
If he gave it a basic
But he
command of finding something shiny and take, that would be his command.
Yeah, not necessarily tell me what's in there, but
Question.
grab anything that.
Basically, it's going to
Grab
go
it
in and
inside.
kill for him if it's shiny.
There you go.
You might
Gotcha.
want to continue with that.
All right.
Continue with that. Do not stop at that. As a DM, I mean 100% mess with that.
Okay.
As soon as it picks it up, disappears. It did what it told us to do. You didn't say bring it back. Just saying.
Yes, bring it back to me is
There you
the
go.
idea.
Okay.
Is what I'd like for him to do.
That would be.
Does he have a stat block?
Not that I know.
So they should have stopped.
What happens if I push the monk wizard off the edge and shit?
You can certainly try.
It'd be fine.
He's still working on the weapon upstairs, but you're sleeping, right?
Yeah. I'm doing it in my dream. I killed you in my dream.
Hey, I killed you when you're sleeping.
Oh, hey,
Sleeping right now.
cool.
Keep watching.
I'm not going to.
No, that's the.
Oh, AC of 10, 1 hit point, strength of 2.
Strength of 2. Okay. Can it carry anything?
I imagine so. No one will be able to carry anything big or heavy, but
Okay.
because they can do things like they can start fires, they can cook meals, so they can carry probably a couple, 3 pounds at least.
With
Alright,
the
'cause you-
strength of
Told it to
Two.
get something shiny.
it could probably carry up to 10 pounds because you can carry a platter of food.
Yeah.
So I'd say up to 10 pounds.
All right. So she finally opens the door, and she feels like a breeze walk by her, but she's looking around. Your unseen servant had walked into the captain's quarters. You don't know what he sees, but I'm going to tell you what he sees,
Okay.
just so this makes sense. As far as bright and shiny, he sees a chest on a table. Very ornate oak type table.
Right?
Damn.
Marshall beat Notre Dame. 26-21.
Same.
Right.
That's the only shiny thing that he sees. Besides, I mean, this is
My
a
God,
very
it's a cop,
decorative room.
It's shiny.
Looks like there's silks in the room. A very extravagant, huge canopy bed behind the desk, and he sees the chest, and that's what he goes to grab.
He's not going to be able to pick it up, though.
He can't lift it.
And
No one cares.
Fucking Bama.
I hate Ohio.
You know, they won 45-12.
Is that a shock? Really?
You know, they're playing against nobody.
it says the performance test to the best of his ability until it completes the task. So he's going to stand there trying to pick it up.
Yeah,
Not
they just
getting
want to keep trying to pick it up. And I'll even say that Captain Sartell's came back in the room and she keeps seeing the chest like jostle. And she's watching this, but that's all she can see right now.
Okay.
She's even moved the chest a few times, and it's like it has a small vibration to it.
That's just going to happen for the next hour until the spell's over.
Okay. But you're not going to know there was.
I'm not going
chest
to know
there.
anything, yeah. Hi, buddy.
Ready?
Bless you.
Ready is that.
Go back to fishing.
All right.
You remember Half Gilmore? Not Half
Three.
Gilmore, but Billy
Madison?
Oh, it's one of the
Sorry,
good
those
fish.
water-
The tiny
Okay.
ones.
When he catches Colonel Sanders.
I don't remember.
5.
Haven't got there yet.
That's
So after you get the last one, everybody, even it's been 4 hours since you've been asleep. All of a sudden, everybody feels the ship come to almost a halt. It's almost stopped.
But follow the hook.
Wait a minute. Do I see anything happening up there?
Yes.
I'm up there. Okay.
Yes. You see another vessel coming into view, approaching the moon dancer from the stern. The pursuing vessel looks a lot like a giant moth with wings, made out of iridescent crystal, similar in color and luster to the same crystalline vines.
I call the captain.
That's scary, right?
As you call to the captain, you see that she's already on the upper deck. I see it.
How many hours have went by?
Four
Just-
total.
Hey, I'm serious.
You didn't feel the ship jostle, slow down.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not if I'm sleeping.
Okay.
It would have thrown you off the bed if it
Yeah,
jostled that hard.
Like, would it
It's like right above a stopping speed.
like an oh shit?
Yes.
Oh, well, then it would have probably pushed me out of bed.
Yeah. I'm saying you. I would assume this would have woke you up.
Yeah.
Not pleasantly.
Oh shit.
Now, since you're up on the top, anybody on the top deck besides you're fishing, so you two,
I'm
you
not
can
gonna
see,
say what you're
make out some figures on the vessel's deck scrambling to arm the ship's weapon, the one approaching. And you hear Captain Sartell after you said that. After wells, they don't look friendly, but best ready shells for a fight.
Danny, what was that?
I fired 2 Eldritch blasts at him.
Are you still in the room?
Is this cannon able to be fired? No, I'm working.
No,
I'm gonna go.
Not
It's
upstairs
overhead.
and see what's going on. Alright, or
And-
upstairs.
what's your range?
120 feet.
It is nowhere near enough for you to be able to shoot it.
I
It's
thought they
advanced.
stopped closer.
No, huh? It's about 1,500 feet away.
I thought they stopped closer.
Mm-mm.
Is there anything? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the next available cannon
It's huge. Like,
armament.
Yeah, it just kind of fizzles out.
like,
You can catch your spell, but I want you to know that it's not going to reach you.
right, but
How far away were they?
you, well, it's not
1,500.
no, it's just
1,500
Eldritch
feet.
Blast, right? Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah.
What, are you looking for one of those things that looks closer than it really is?
Yeah, that's the spyglass.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll go to the next available operational cannon.
We're coming
Get it
upstairs.
ready.
Me and Danny are-
Okay, the other two cannons are on the back of the ship that can't be aimed at it right now. Captain Sartell has maneuvered the ship with Flapjack, and she's trying to outrun it right now.
Okay, so the 2 cannons are on the front. Or on the rear.
They're on the rear, and the one that you're working on is on the front.
Okay, so yeah, no, I would go to the back.
Okay, so
So
you're
those
going to back.
cannons are
She's
out.
just now
I'll get-
moving. They're coming
Yeah.
at you, and she's kind of moving off to the right to try to get away from you.
I would get those 2 cannons ready to fire.
Okay, so to prepare the basilisk, because that's what those cannons are. I'm sorry, there's only one, and you need 2 other people to help you load it.
I'll go help. At least that's another person.
I'll say one of the other crew, the sailor commoners that look familiar, comes to help you. Takes 1 action to load this weapon, and another action to aim it.
Okay.
And then another action.
Do we have time to get it to loaded and aimed?
Correct. I do want to let you know that its minimum range is 120 feet. Maximum with this weapon is 480. So you're not in range yet.
But it is primed and ready.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
only
wait. I might be telling you wrong.
I'm way upstairs, right?
Yeah, it's same thing. Yes, you guys have come up as you see everybody scrambling around. You see both them going on the weapon, and the ship is taking a tight turn and it's starting to speed up again.
That's really ask the captain what he needs us to do.
Prepare to fight in case they board us.
I can do
That
that.
was not a very good voice.
Let's say this is a gallon.
This is a galleon. You're on.
What-
And the ship that's closing in is a ship.
It's a ship.
Is it considered a space galleon?
Yes, the one that you're on.
Would I be putting pieces together after looking at this ship? You said it was the same crystals as the what was down on the planet and stuff.
Wait, let's stop. Let him board us. We'll kill him electricians.
You can certainly try.
That's an option.
So that's what he's telling you guys. You're still trying to get the weapon ready. So Harrison is telling Denny and
Vietnam.
Me?
Yeah. What?
Haywood.
Haywood. That maybe
Chip
we could
Lobby.
just wait for him. You probably will. Wait for him. That way we can go ahead and.
Taking
That's not the right
Get
video.
me auction. All that good stuff.
You hear in your mind, okay. And then like 5 seconds later, sorry, okay.
I want you to roll me a d10.
They're asking well, so your friends of yours.
Are they your family?
2.
Do you know them?
You do not like your own race.
But what if it's your mom and dad?
You left the race because you didn't like the beliefs of the astral elves and some of the positions they were putting you into.
Ha ha ha.
Not like that, but
Orphan.
whatever.
So
Pun
Hurl's only has
intended.
one bullet.
There's 2 ballistas.
Okay.
You guys can only load
Very
one with
current
3
day.
people.
Right.
Where are they at right now?
They're at this point they're about 1,000 yards away or 1,000 feet away.
You killed your parents?
They are closing with this. It's a star moth, and I'll say everybody can see that the wings of this thing resemble very similar to that crystalline structure.
She said she killed her parents.
You killed your parents? All right, Caleb.
Max
Because
480 feet.
Not yet.
how many people does it look like that ship is holding? Or has on it?
Is your character familiar with ships? Because you seem like you weren't that familiar.
No,
with
but
it.
I can ask.
How big is
she's
it?
Right there.
Oh, this ship is a little bit smaller, but
We're upstairs.
it's definitely
Just talking to the captain.
it's speeding up compared to the galleon.
Captain was
Is
It looks like a smaller. I would.
Cat.
It looks like an attack ship opposed to a galleon, which
Is-
could be.
is it?
Yeah,
How many?
I don't know. I'm trying to see, and she pulls up her spyglass and look. I
Is,
can only see 3 on the deck.
is it potentially a ship I could have stowed away on before, or a similar ship I could have stowed away on before?
Yes. Very likely.
Is there anything I might know about maybe weaknesses I might have? Based on what I may have learned while on that ship.
Let's see if
If
it has
there's a
any
little hole
weaknesses.
in it, it's usually a weakness.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if you want to take it over, you don't want to blow a hole in it. It's like
You remember it, the ship actually almost being organic. It was like grown.
a lot
That
of-
was
Like
one
it
thing.
gets a like the ship is a living being.
Yes. And it's the main ship that most astral elves and your travel, you're familiar that most of them have used this type of ship. And I will even say, you know for a fact that sometimes you've seen other races capture or use ships like this. And astral elves, even if the ship was acquired honorably, it'll automatically instigate a fight with other astral elves. They do not like this ship being in anybody else's hands.
So she doesn't like astral elves. Does that mean she's 100% on board with letting them board so we can kill them and inject their ship?
That's up to her.
Now,
And you're familiar with this ship being a lot smaller than the galleon, minus the weird thing going on with it. It's still smaller. You don't recall any more than maybe 10 to 12 astral elves ever running this ship.
you said with the organicness of it, is it like it has a mind of its own almost? The
Almost.
ship.
Yes.
So if someone were to take the ship itself might fight back against whoever took it.
You could see that being a potential. I'll say that you never flew the ship, but you do know that it seemed very. The connection between the astral elves and the ship was a lot stronger than what it should have been. For an inanimate or inanimate creature.
Reset my computer.
Hey, buddy.
Buddy stick.
Hey, buddy.
You're not gonna bite his, at least bite Kevin's.
Kevin will like it.
So, Marshall beat Notre Dame.
You said that. It's kind of cool.
Okay, so,
Kind of cool.
West Virginia
Oh.
beat
Hey.
State Pig. Because you like dick,
It looks like some bloke.
How many people does it have on it? I forget already.
It could. The Autonym is familiar with it, or Haywood's familiar with them. I'm between about 10 to 12 elves generally, but the captain's only seen 3.
We have 60 motherfuckers on this side.
Commoners. You are also aware that you've seen it flown with a much lower crew as well. And I have to pee real quick.
No pee for you.
So what does that mean?
It could have up to 12 elves, or it could have a lot lower than that.
You're the. Oh, well, no, that's not the number.
I mean, we have the ballistics.
That's all we do right now.
Roll list. Is that a coffee person?
No, that's better.
It's a. It's a.
You need to buy that.
Is it coming to Ramus?
Blown up. Doesn't even work at home now. That's for shit.
Yep, can't get it to log on anywhere.
Should bring it over and take it to a tech guy. Just be in my trouble.
Yeah, right. Buddy of mine says he can flat shade.
His brain got married. Which one you're with? Just bring it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's like,
Buddy. Buddy.
he's 60 and his kid's 20.
Right.
What do you the order?
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Well,
Did you fart on Robbie when you walked by?
no, but I was humping his back.
Oh, that's fine.
Tried.
I figured
I got it on camera. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no tried. He has it on camera. That's fine.
Buddy.
Good boy. Buddy, bite his stick.
Buddy. Ship's coming in. We got the thing loaded yet?
Robbie out by your kid.
Listen.
Is it looking like it's coming to Ramus?
It looks like it's approaching as fast as it can at the moment. It's at 500 feet now, so you guys are almost ready to shoot it.
So another 20 feet. We'll be at max range.
Nothing but a half a second, right?
Kevin.
Uh-huh.
With that-
Randy.
Let's.
Oh, yeah. All right, buddy. Go lay down. Come on.
Come on, buddy.
Man, it's me.
The buddy itself is a living thing.
Man, the captain of the ship to me.
No, man, the ship, if it's living, way there. What is this music?
There's something else. Right?
What is it? Does this mean that we're about to die?
It means you're about to be in combat.
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
What's the fights?
You're
Bloody
rolling for
ears.
everybody.
Hey, Chris.
That's my day to
This.
It's a little better.
Tell her what she should be.
Hey, mouse. Sit still. Hey. Actually, look over this way. I gotta put you right in the corner. Let me get you in the corner of the board. You see one of the numbers sticking to your head. Which number would you like? 1 out of 20. Pick one.
Coruscant.
4.
As soon as I seen that ship, I cast it major armor itself again.
Oh, sorry, it's a 20.
Whenever I get a chance, I will also do that.
What?
Cast major armor on myself.
You're gonna cast Mage Armor on it?
Yeah.
That'd be 20.
Are you wearing armor?
I'm not to it.
That's right, you're okay.
AC of 18.
I got an AC of 16.
I now have an AC of 20
How?
after casting Mage.
Are you wearing armor?
Because I took a thing a month. If I was this wizard, it would be 14 plus to be 7.
13 plus your dex.
Yeah, but because it took a month. That's the only reason.
Thought Mage Armor had a max. So.
Yeah, major armor is 13 plus your dex.
Doesn't it have a max? Does it not have a max?
No.
Captain Sertel yells out, "We're not going to outrun it. You're going to be on us any minute."
Is it loaded? We
It's
got that.
loaded.
We've been loaded.
Oh, we've been loaded?
Yeah.
You guys can get one shot off at it. You can go ahead and shoot at it if you want. That's what you want to do.
Is it in range?
It's in range now. And closing.
Okay, yeah. What's the plus for it?
6.
Plus 6?
I got it up.
You do.
Well, she.
Bolt
Says
is a
that.
plus 6.
I guess I would say fire cannon.
Are you doing the
Well,
15? Are you doing
crazy.
3D thing?
Yeah, like weird stuff.
3d10.
Roll.
What was what you hit with?
Okay, so 21.
21 to hit? 21 hits.
So roll 3D10.
That's perfect.
Well,
That's awesome.
12 points of damage.
How much?
You rolled 2 1s?
No, I rolled a 3, 7, and a 2.
Space hamster on a wheel.
Nice. That is great. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the backgrounds for these.
You hear return fire. And wait, who speaks Elvish?
Me.
You hear return fire
Not
coming from the
anymore.
ship.
Did I speak Elvish?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
26 hits, right?
Me?
The
I do
ship.
not.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it's only a 15 armor class.
Robbie, roll 3d10 for the damage on your own ship.
18.
I want to take the good rolls out against you.
10. 2. And 2.
Yeah, that's way better than what I was.
14.
Yeah.
Keep track of the health on the galleon for me.
Just go ahead and use
You got
it
400 hit points.
on yeah, I know. I've got it in my extra.
21. Oh, damn.
Two tens and a one.
I can't speak Elvish.
But you can speak.
I it was my
The-
other background.
the ship?
Could speak Elvish. When I changed it, I don't have it now.
I got you. Should have picked out this.
All right.
Uh,
After you guys have shot and it's returned fire, the ship is basically on top of each other. It's less than 5 feet, and you can see instead of the 3 that Captain Sartell goes, shit, and you see multiple the Hadizes from that ship jump, swinging across to jump onto your ship.
Monkeys.
Yeah, there's 9 of them,
9 monkeys.
9 monkeys.
9 monkeys? I'm
9
gonna.
monkeys. So
Jump
everybody
onto
roll for initiative.
Did I use my last initiative that I never used?
you
Why?
say arm and
It was a 23.
made Gonal. How much does
22.
the heal for?
The what?
Arm of Gonal. How much do we have?
Who
The heal. The weapon that he was healing.
Oh, we're at 52, so 48 left.
48.
What's your dex? What's your each? Plus 3?
Two decks.
Plus 4.
I got the
But when you change the
I
period,
put
fuss
how
with
much
that.
damage was on the McGonagall and 14 points for the main
It's not
health
coffee in it.
of the boat.
Okay. Jalek,
9.
9. Visa,
22.
22. Haywood,
19.
Danny, Harrison,
22.
My dex is higher.
But you can let me go first. But it says it's not.
Denny, you would be going first.
Danny.
Let's set up a battle board to make this easier.
Oh, where's the board?
I need.
Let's move some stuff.
Sorry, guys. I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Means I gotta set the camera up once you gotta get the board up.
Are we using the new one?
Shit.
You guys get in there.
Yeah, you use the new one.
Come on.
How'd you do that?